Oh my God, guys, it's another cold, rainy, wet, freezing day. Oh, God, it's so depressing. Baby, you're outside working?
I'm helping Cossie. He's by himself today.
Oh,
Still working. Rain don't bother me.
yeah. Oh,
Could have been a mailman, Cossie.
Yeah, right. You're a mailman, right?
really bad that my guy
Yeah.
didn't have anybody show up. Everybody's made of sugar with the rain, especially here in Philly. If the wind blows the wrong way, if it's raining, if it's too cold, if it's too hot, they cancel all plans. Anyway, I'm going to go up to my art room. I started to do last night. I had to wait for Cato to send me a discount code. So if you saw the pen yesterday, there's a discount code, 15% off. And after all that was done, I started to finish the one side of Cafe Terrace. So let's go take a look at that. And I don't know what we're done painting today. Maybe we're going to stay with that. I think we're going to stay with that. You know why? I was asking Chris at the Diamond Brush, do you have... Well, I know some things that are going on, but it's going to be a while. Hold on. I wanted to get some coffee and sit in my freezing cold... Oh, I still have stuff everywhere. Sit in my freezing cold cafe room. Okay, so I'm sitting in the cafe room, and I was talking to Chris last night. He's extremely busy, which is a good thing. God bless, God bless, God bless. He's gotten a lot of orders, and his beautiful wife Sandy is helping, run the machine because he has a full-time job too. And I said to him, I can't paint without this ruler, so you're just going to have to make me a ruler and from every company that I have a diamond painting from. I am interested in seeing how the ruler works on Cafe Terrace at Night from Diamond Painting Shoppe. So he said, okay. I said, I'll send you pictures. So I have to tell you, I put my extra large ruler. Now, Chris will tell you, get a mini. Because your mini, you're going to get the best results. An extra large, it won't work. Because that's what happens. After, those lines are called fingers. And so after, the 7th finger, things go a little wonky. And you'll start to see. And I've always said this when I multi-place. I'm a multi-placer. And I always said, after you go above a 7, which is very odd, right? Once you go above a 7, the drills seem to be off. You always seem to get that last drill and drop it in. Unless you're Katie from Diamonds and Washi. She could do a 15 placer, and I think she just touched them just to touch them. I don't think they're ever out of place. The laws of diamond painting defy Katie at Diamonds and Washi. So I always noticed that when I multi-placed above a 7, I would have to go back in and play around. Okay. So he said, you need a mini placer. I said, okay, I'm going to get a mini placer. But I showed him pictures of Diamond Painting Shoppe, Cafe Terrace. I said, you know what, Chris? I'm impressed. I could see, yes, you're right. The lines are off after you pass row 7. Or finger 7, if that's what you want to call it. That's what he calls it. But I am I'm a visual learner. So for me, it's oh, I still have 7 more rows that I could do, but I really can't because it's not right. I could shove them in there, but it won't be right. And when you go and take the ruler off, you'll see that you're not in your drill space. So I'm going to show you what I did last night after I get done my dose and say a prayer for my guy in the back that's by himself. He wants to really get this job done today, but the rain is miserable. And let's go diamond paint. It's the perfect day to diamond paint. I could do laundry, but I'm not doing laundry. Not doing it. Look at the color in this painting. Is it not fabulous? It is that blue. A lot of confetti in the cobblestone, of course. gorgeous. I love this painting, and I did this last night. I have a little way to go here. I'm thinking of just going across because there's a lot of color blocking up here, and I think when I am doing confetti and stuff, I want to be like by myself so that I could concentrate. But it's just so, oh God, it is so stunning. I love it. I, of course, started this. This is pre-diamond brush ruler. And so this ruler is specifically for Diamond Art Club's new canvases that are tighter. Square canvases that have a tighter drill field. And it fits perfectly, which is why I'm trying to finagle ways of using it on other canvases, but you can't. So I was a little disappointed, but he was like, you need a, I can't even get it where it's right up and down. You need to get the mini. The mini, at least for the first few rows, you're going to be okay. I thought I was going to be able to work it. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I'll wait until he develops a ruler for Diamond Painting Shoppe. He's going to start taking custom orders. Can you make me? No, he's not. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I really miss painting with my ruler. I can't even tell you how much I miss painting with my ruler. It's become a part of my diamond painting tools, so much so that I can't even deal. I can't even deal. What tray am I using? Did I take a tray out? Oh, I did. I took out one of my old Fireflies. This is an end of the roll Firefly. I don't know what makes it the end of the roll. I have no problem with the latch. I have no problem with the lines. I even have the same washi paper in there to cut down on static. I don't know what makes this an end of the roll. It says push, you know, maybe it was this Inferno Natto that maybe didn't come off altogether. I don't know. I don't know, but I love it. I love this color, and I love that it matches the washi tape. It's probably the most curated you will ever see me. Here's my diamond painting pen that I was looking for yesterday. You know what it's like when you clean? I'm the chick that can find things when things are messy. I can't find things when they're clean. So, I used to light those little electric candles because they used to just make the room feel cozy. You'd go to bed, some of them flicker, they're really sweet, really nice. And I was like, oh, I think maybe I'll light a candle, but the only candle that I have here is also named Honor. Oh gosh, it smells so gorgeous. And until I can find another one, I'm not lighting this one again. I got this in Ross for $10. And it's just gorgeous. I just love it. So that's what we were talking about when John came and sat down. I'm going to put it at the end of this video so that you guys can, you know, watch it if you want to watch it. I didn't want it to interrupt the diamond painting. I'm going to just use my ruler here to cover the space that I'm not using because I pulled the whole thing back. And just to put that's what that little ledge is for. You could put your tray there. And you know what else I had out yesterday too? It was a lot of fun. I have not used it in a while. My sticky mat. Where'd it go? I didn't put it away, so I don't know where it went. The sticky mat. I was really having fun with that sticky mat. I put the little sticker on there. And when I did Marcy from the Peanuts gang, I put her on there too. Because let me tell you what happened. I was using the Kato Air Pen. And I was getting myself all set up to diamond paint. And my hand, because I'm clumsy, hit the tray. And all, of course, the black drills went everywhere. But I was like, oh, how cool. They stuck all over the sticky mat that was underneath the little tray that I was using. Then I looked at Marcy. I should have took a picture. Marcy had all the drills. They were, you know, when they stand up, she looked like she had a fur coat on. Oh, God, only me. So, I had to sit there with the tweezer and pull them all off of her. Then I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to have a live this Friday. I'm going to put that out there now because it's Chris's anniversary. Happy anniversary, Chris and Sandy. And he's taking time off to celebrate with his wife, as he should, because they've been working so hard. And I was like, when can I start shopping? I am going to pull rank on all of you and be like, I want to shop early. And he's like, I don't think I'll be able to get it out to you anyway, because, you know, my wife and I are spending some time together. I was like, okay, I'll wait like everybody else. Why does this line seems off to me? Because it is off, because I had to be a spustad and paint with the diamond brush ruler that wasn't meant for this canvas. Okay. All right. See, it wasn't even. Good thing I stopped myself. I'm a little brat. That's what I am. I said to Chris when I was talking to him, I said, am I asking you a lot of stupid questions? Oh my God. Because I don't know, in the first time that he was on, I don't know how many times we said that the ruler was for, you know, Diamond Art Club's square canvas only. And it was just like, we kept getting the same question. I'm like, but I did last night, I was looking for something to watch. Now, you're going to see in the chat where my husband put this movie on called The Neighbor. And John can sit through anything. I can't. If you don't get me, you know, there have been some movies that have been like sleepers where you're like, oh, I never saw that coming. Ah, that was pretty good. You know, what am I doing? I don't know. But this movie, I was like, you'll know the guy right away when you see him. He's kind of like a character actor. And, you know, this young couple moves in next door. And I don't know why he's like, so like, maybe he's just bored in his own marriage. Or maybe he's being wistful about, you know, being young and married and in love. But it seemed to me like, you know, he was fantasizing about the neighbor. You know, he was. Because there was a scene where he was fantasizing about her. I'm like, he's going on and on like this girl, like she's Ava Gardner or Elizabeth Taylor. You know, she couldn't be any more plain Jane at all. It wasn't like that she was like, you know, dressed, but she's walking around in yoga pants. Come on. Anyway, I don't know. And so me and John got into this discussion about old Hollywood and old actresses and, you know, really beautiful women. And, you know, it was fun. So I said, I'm going upstairs. I said, and he goes, no, it's going to get good. It's going to get good. I said, yeah, the coming attractions were good. But I've already put together that the coming attractions aren't really what's happening. This guy's I'm going to tell you right now, this guy's a writer. And here he goes. He goes into his room when he gets up in the morning, gets his coffee, he goes and sits down at his computer. I'm like, I could have wrote this. In fact, I think I'm going to write a screenplay. I'm like, and this is all going to be a fantasy in his mind. Now, I don't know if that's really what happened because I checked out. But I went upstairs and Ditzy, I was looking for something to watch. Anything. And Ditzy was on with her husband. And I was like, oh, I'm jumping on this. And it was nice because I saw Gabrielle and I saw Jay Lee. And I was just sitting there diamond painting. And every now and again I was looking up. I'm like, I'm not looking at these diamond paint. I'm not doing it. But, you know, I did. And she was doing a review of all the diamond paintings that are coming out this week for Diamond Art Club. And a lot of really beautiful ones. And a lot of rounds. I was really surprised that there were so many rounds. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. What's the word that you heard? Are people having a problem with the tighter canvases maybe? Because if you are, Chris has got a ruler. Maybe that's why there were so many rounds. I don't know. I just found it unusual that there were so many rounds, but I don't know. Anyway, so that was fun. Her and her husband are a riot, and they complement each other very well. It was really fun to hang out. And she's doing a live again on Friday. She's going to do like a rerun, but it's going to be live. She's going to do all 50 canvases again. And I just said, you know what? I don't know that I'm going to have a live this Friday. You know, especially when I see some of my people over there. And I know that this is a big diamond painting event, anniversary. So you guys go over to Ditzy's and go play. Go over to Ditzy's and go play. Tell her I said hi. I might pop in. I might pop in. I'm telling you guys, I've been telling you this. I just am feeling so, this weather, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I just am like, was I really in Florida? I really thought I was going to come back this summer. I went to Florida in April. I don't know what made me think that I was going to come back and it was going to be hot here. It's been nothing but miserable. And my cousin Michael, the one that turns you all on to the dose, he keeps sending me beautiful pictures of him and Kate at the pool. He's like, oh, it's beautiful here. It's a breezy, mild 80 degrees. I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. Oh, I don't know. I lived in Florida full time. But it was a different story there. Like, my son was young. My mother was still working. My dad was retired. So, like, you really didn't worry about them. Now it's like, you know, my mom is still here. My son is here. But I think my son would follow me. I do. I think he's had it with Philly. I would miss my house. I love my home, but I have another home now. You know? But I always told Josh, that's your home. Come hell or high water, that's your home. So, I'm just wiping off. I think I'm going to have to change this putty soon. It's been a little cocky, this putty, because it's been going for a while now. And I think it needs to be changed. I just got to find where I put it. Or maybe I'll just take my Diamond Art Club pen out, because I had that out with the whole Marcy kit. And I have to tell you, you know how you have a hard time spinning the wheel to get the putty out? Well, I only turned it a little bit, because you know when you turn it all the way until it comes out, and then it gets to be too much? I only turned it, and there was like a little bit of space more to the top, and then I started to do my video. When I came back, that thing had a muffin top on it. So it grows. It grows. So I thought that was a good tip for Tip Tuesday, even though I didn't get Tip Tuesday up until today. It was really a 2 for Tuesday, because I walked you through my art room, and I did the electric pen, and I did a Peanuts gang. So it was more like a 2 for Tuesday. There was a lot going on. But I was waiting for the discount code from Cato for the pen, and so I didn't want to put it up without it, because, you know, will people come back? I don't know. But that, if it's after 12 noon right now, that'll be up. I scheduled it for 12 noon. So look at this color. I can just keep doing all the 8s, but I do want to, you know, get into the color, all the color. This part is a nice little juicy part to do. So there's a lot of, I keep thinking that there's a single placer on this end. And look at me, I'm getting stuff done. I'm getting the Peanuts gang done. I have Linus. No, I did Linus. I have Beethoven, Franklin, Chuck, and who else? Peppermint Patty. It was so funny because I was looking at the Peanuts gang, because I was asking, I'm like Pigpen, or was that Sesame Street? No, I'm like, no, that was Oscar. I'm like, are they going to do like all the secondary characters, like Pigpen, Violet, the little redhead girl? Are they going to do her? It would be really cool if they did the little redhead girl and all you saw was the back of her head, because for the longest time you only knew that Charlie Brown loved her, but you never really saw her. I think you got to meet the little redhead girl. Did she have her own special? Rita Hayworth, did she have her own special? I was like, are they going to do secondary cat? Because I would buy Violet and Pigpen and the little redhead girl. I would buy them. And then Lucy and Linus have a little brother called Rerun. You know why they called him Rerun? Like, I would buy them. I want to have all the Peanuts gang. All of them. You had Frida. She had red hair. I want her too. And it was funny because they did like a little timeline of like who's related to who and who's in love with who. And Peppermint Patty has a crush on Chuck. But so did Marcy. I didn't know Marcy had a crush on Chuck too. I love Marcy. I love Marcy. And it's my cousin Marcy's birthday today. And it was so cool that I did my little Marcy today. Well, yesterday. But today's her birthday. She's all done. She's downstairs on my other desk with the gang. They're like a little girl gang. I got Lucy, Sally, and Marcy. They're like a little girl gang down there. But I don't even remember Charlie Brown like saying, "Oh, I can't get that little redhead girl's attention." Or I remember him saying, "Oh, I dreamt of the little redhead girl." He's like walking around lovesick. I had a dream about the little redhead girl last night. What are the kids watching today as far as cartoons? Anybody know? Like, what are the big, like, it's been a while. My son, it was Ninja Turtles. And let me tell you, I didn't care how old I was into the Powerpuff Girls. I was Buttercup. Light Buttercup. In fact, I have a Buttercup t-shirt. I gotta find her. She's probably at the other house. It's really cute. It's like this color blue, too. Buttercup. See, I'm gonna fill these in. So I don't want to do all. Are they exposed? Let's see where I cut this line off at. It kind of ends right there. As I put my fingers all over it and like, oh shoot, I knew I was going to do that. I kept going though. Where's my tweezer? Is that it? Yeah. I kept going though. I should have took my little white marker pen out. Gabrielle said she's been using hers. It's a game changer. Because, again, I just don't like washi. And what I'll do is I'll draw a line. These two are stuck together. You got to go. I'll keep picking you up. You just draw a line with the, like, a white marker pen. And Gabrielle was saying she likes hers. Oh, there's more here I didn't do. I'm going to do this with tweezer. I miss my tweezer. I think it's just something different. And it's also like, you're not holding your hand the same way. It's kind of like wearing high heels. You don't wear high heels every day because, you know, you don't want to. You want to give your legs and your feet a break. So, you know, you wear your flats one day, you wear your heels another day, your stack shoes another day. You know, it's like that with diamond painting too. Sometimes you just got to put your hand in another, or like even when you're writing. That's why writers have their pens that they love. Bic is always going to be my pen. Can't get you there. Bic is always going to be my pen. Made in France. I love a Bic pen. I'm not going to do all those too. Okay. And then I'm anxious. I'm eager to switch colors and get another color in here because the color is just so vibrant and beautiful. This is going to look gorgeous in my cafe room. I'm just telling you that. I was going to diamond paint downstairs, but, you know, Kazi was in the rain, and it was making me very nervous. He didn't want nothing to drink. He didn't want no coffee or anything. I'm like, how about a hot chocolate? You want a hot chocolate? All right, I'm going to put you back in here. my Peanuts gang drills were so staticky. They were terrible. Let's see if I have anything written on my calendar. What do I want to do next? How about the U? Another blue? Oh yeah, they're all kind of blue. This is white. Maybe I'll do the O's. I'll do all the white ones first. These are going to be the darker colors. Let me see. Do I have anything on my calendar that I forgot to tell you guys? Nope, nothing. So I know Chris won't be here on Friday because, you know, like I said, he's celebrating his anniversary. And, you know, I was hoping to, you know, pre-shop before everything went live so that I could, it's my Diamond Art Club pen, so that I, you know, could have the stuff to show you while he was showing it off and talking to you about it. But that's not going to happen. But when you get those new Diamond Art Club canvases, if they're a square, I would get that ruler too. I would get that ruler. I would have wax in. I haven't used wax either. You could tell I was doing a presentation. I'm like, wax? Is that wax in there? I love Diamond Painting Shoppe. I think that she has some of the prettiest canvases. And then we have Summer with the Masters coming up, and I have to go get Night's Rest out. I gotta let her rest for sure, man. She's been rolled up in my drawer since last June. So I have to go get her out and get her ready. I don't believe that there's that much left. There's no reason why I can't get that done. None. I think I'm going 2 years on that canvas. I think I started it 1 year and I was like, oh, you know what? It's really nice that I could put it away. I don't have to start a new canvas. And I put it away and I didn't finish it. I was doing a lot of things. And always hopeful to do something more, you know? Like new things that are out. Like, oh, I got this. See, I didn't bring it up all the way. Now I'm going to just touch it a tiny little bit. And you'll see it'll start to come out. You know, we're just eager and we're ambitious, and we want to do all these diamond paintings. I was talking to one of my other members, Karen. Hi, Diana. Diana's one of my new members. Hi, Diana. I'm looking forward to getting to chat with you. But I was talking to Karen, and me and Karen run into each other on Facebook all the time. And if she sees me pop up over there, you know, we'll start talking. And she was like, I was telling her about, you know, the new Diamond Art Club. She's like, I want to know by. I'm like, I hear you. Everybody's trying to figure out how they're going to live long enough to complete all these diamond paintings. I'm right there with you. And then, like, I have, like, for all these new canvases that I love, I mean, I really do, I have that old Curtis Reykjavik, because I have my Winter Girls on the wall. I love my Winter Girls, and she's going to have to get done, the Ice Queen. Her too. I love her. Is that not? I use my plastic. I pull the plastic down, and you're able to feel like which ones are not in. Really, it makes them a little bit more sensitive, and you can feel them. Just like, pop them in there. Okay, doke. Oh, I got some trash in here. Let's get you. Gotta go. Gotta go. I got so used to this little Temu, little trash can that I have here. I'm just clicking it off and on. And get rid of, I don't use these because I'm always afraid the trash is going to fall out when I turn it over. So what are you? Oh, where'd I put you? Where'd I put the container? I'm busy talking. I'm not paying attention. Here we go. Oh. And then the next white one I'm going to do is 7. Oh, you're not in here either. Oh, you're not white. Let's do R. There's only a few. I'll put you right in here. Look at these gorgeous blues. Has anyone seen any of the new Diamond Art Club? I know a few of my friends are looking to get the ballerina. Has the very much Degas vibes to it. View over here. The horse. I love the horse. I've seen that. I love the moth. I didn't really see a lot. I've seen a few, but the ones that I did see pretty. There's even a sweet little dragon with strawberries. And I'm not a dragon person, and Ditzy's husband Paul was saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, not a dragon person either. What did I just pull out? I love the energy of a dragon. But not really a dragon person. I'm not into fairies either. That's not my jam. I don't like their ears freak me out. I look at their ears right away and I see them pointy little ears. They freak me out. John had this documentary on about, you know, two young girls who fooled the world with paper cutouts that there were fairies in the forest. I'm sure if you're a fairy person, you know the story. And the way that they, I guess, used the camera, it made it look like they were real. They were really talking to fairies. I gotta slow down. So pretty. I love it. I don't know what took me so long. It was actually Anthony from Single and Placing that unveiled this beauty. And I was like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Ooh, we have some ABs, which means I'm going to have to use my blue putty. Here, I have one right here. I'm going to have to, like, get this top layer off here. I'm going to just do this. I mean, I could take this out and, like, work it. I'm just going to make a little, my ruler. Get to some good, clean, and not really lose a lot. Here we go. Do you need any in there? Yep, you do. Tricks of the trade. There we go. Throw you away and put you away. I wish I could play music in the background. I was watching last night. So before he came in to put that stupid movie on, I was watching. What letter was it? Was this you? I'm going to do. Ooh, is all that? Is this you? Where'd the container go? Look, I'm losing it. I don't know how a person could stay in one spot. I'm not moving and not know where anything is. It was just in my hand. Here it is. You. Okay. Stay here. I had on, before he came in, I was listening to the movie of the 70s. Music of the 70s. Look at that color. And I was listening to Carole King. live in concert, singing It's Too Late Baby. He was outside. Then Carly Simon came on, and she had this dress on. It gave me Donna Karen vibes. Donna Karen? Yeah. Or Karan. Donna Karen. All right. Whatever. You know, the designer. And it was like a cranberry color, and she's tall, Carly Simon. And it had like the slit wasn't just up the side. There were a few. It almost looked like it fell like mid calf, but it almost looked like petals. It was long, and the slit was on the side, so that when she sat down at the piano, you saw the side of her thigh, this long, gorgeous leg, and then the top of her leg. Was it covered? No, I think the middle part fell in between her two legs. She looked just young, beautiful, fresh, clean-faced. I mean, just stunning. And she's like, I heard this song. She was on, she was in New York. She was on Jones Beach. She said, I heard this song tonight. I'm going to sing it. And it was, that's the way I always heard it should be, about marriage. And, oh God, it was depressing. But she looked gorgeous. She looked gorgeous. And I was like, oh my God, Carly Simon, listen to that voice. And he came in, he ruined it all. I don't want to hear music anymore. The music man don't want to hear music no more. You know what I did? He was out in the yard with the guys. He had his setup. And when he takes a break, he has music on his phone, and he'll be like, oh, all right, guys, I'm going to take a break. And he plays music, and people are always like, oh, this music is great, because we grew up with great music in the 80s. And let me see if I can use Diamond Art Club's putty. Okay. And he had the music on, but he had the microphone on. And I started singing in the microphone, dancing all around. That's how crazy I was that day. Now it's sticking to the drills. I don't like it. Okay. I took a little music break, and I went up to his microphone and I started singing, and I sent it to him. And this song by Jigsaw, it's called Sky High. When this came on at my wedding, it was like a movie. Everybody was like, oh my God, I've heard this song in so long. Oh my God. Everybody started singing. Everybody started singing, the whole room. It was like a moment in my wedding I won't forget. It was so cool. And nobody caught it on. We had a very private wedding. We asked everyone to not take any pictures. And not to put, and if we asked them not to post it on social media, our wedding pictures. And we had, I'm gonna have to go and see. We had a website that you could have uploaded. I have to go and see if those are on there. I just didn't want my day on social media for a number of reasons. Until I was ready to post it, which I did not post, not one picture, until John and I celebrated our 1-year anniversary. And then I had a picture of John and me and my son. I love that picture of all three of us. I guess, maybe I should try using my tweezer. Isn't that what people use tweezers for? Look at that gorgeous A-B drill. Oh, I love it. And I just start anywhere. I don't care. I did have a lot of fun with that little vacuum diamond painting pen. Are you stuck together too? Oh, you are. Are you stuck together? Are you two together? You were. I thought that it did a really great job, and I was thinking, you know, this is great for when you have your drills that you don't want to get gook on. Crystals and AB drills. And so great. See, I don't know how to put them in, like, inside, like, if there's... Alright, that I have to practice on my own. You're not here to watch me struggle. You guys do that enough. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, because I'm thinking about the summer. You guys know that I painted with water during the summer because I just couldn't, you know, it seemed like it was everybody too. It was like, what's with this putty? It's supposed to be this, it's supposed to be that. They still have to work on it. I was trying all different things. I was trying to put my putty in cornstarch. I had it in the freezer. I had it on ice. Like it was freaking champagne. I had it on ice. And like nothing was working. Nothing. And I was just like, you know, it's hot. You're trapped in the house. You want to be able to enjoy your craft. You don't want to be like, you know, and I didn't even care that I had to move slower. I put on a book and I just do my thing. But there you go. See, these are the ones that are going to be hard. Maybe not. Maybe I learned something here. Well, of course, you go in upside down. So is one. But I told you guys, I have my audiobook. I am reading Cher. Well, she's reading. And I got involved in on YouTube, the Cher Show. Sometimes she has Chastity on, Chaz. She was so cute when she was little. And she had great, I think one night she had on Bette Midler and Elton John. And it was such a great show. So entertaining. Look at me. Hurry up. Hurry up. Don't miss it. Wait, watch. Look. I'm easily entertained, folks. Easily. My husband's got it so good. I just realized the little, you know, in between the line thing there. And he's a big entertainer, let me tell you. He's a huge entertainer. Like, he'll sing and all. He was singing at the show. And he had a great little turnout for a holiday weekend. I thought he did. I thought he did great. And a lot of his friends came over. And, you know, he's the type, though. He'll get the microphone and he'll walk around. He'll stick it right in your face. He'll get you to sing. So I said to him, "Oh, did you see the little video that I sent you of the little love song from our wedding?" It's not really a love song. It's about one of them in the relationship that blew everything sky high. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw it. I forgot to watch it." Oh really? Okay. So when he watched, he said, "Can you do this song? You want to sing a song with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Let's go. We'll be like Sonny and Cher on the road." Who could I pick up for? Oh, I did it. Always keep your eye on the ball. So I don't know. I might be doing a duet with my husband. How about that? Never too late, kids. Are you in there? How long have I been chit-chatting? Oh my God. And I had an opening. I mean, I didn't start here. It's almost time for me to say goodbye. It's time for me to pull in my ear. And some of you are too young to even know what that means. You'll have to ask an elder. And when you do, pay attention, because they're going to tell you about that woman and her show and the people that she used to have on. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I don't know, maybe you guys want to hang out with me. Maybe it don't have to be an hour. Maybe you're like, oh, you know what? I got a thing from YouTube when I did Haunted, the only witch I've ever done. Haunted from Diamond Art Club, very pretty. She comes out every October. She goes in my window. Everyone loves it. My husband says when I come driving down the street and I look at our window, because there's a lot of crystals in it, he said that the window looks gorgeous and you don't have anything in the window other than your diamond painting. And he's like, if during the day it sparkles, but when you come down the street at night, and it's a beautiful shades of like black and hot pink, and you know, AB drills. He's like, we have the prettiest window every Halloween. But I must have put music on there through my editing. I don't know why InShot does this. InShot is my editor, and I pay for premium, and they have music that you can use. And yet, I'm getting like, oh, we're demonetizing this video because you don't have the licensing on here. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So, I got to figure out what the deal is with that. Music is one of the hardest things, I think, for creators. And there's a lot of companies out there where you can get like current music, but it's expensive. And I would love to play music. I would love to play my 70s music. So you know what I did, guys? I created a playlist. It's called What I'm Listening To. So you guys know when you don't see me and I'm done painting by myself, this is what's on. We have a lot of great DJs here too in Philly. Like I'm sure wherever you're from, you have a great DJ. We have a lot of great DJs that went on to like radio stations and stuff. We love the Luch. We love Johnny Luch. You can listen to Johnny Luch at night spin on the weekends. Robbie Tronco was another one. He used to do like, it was a lunchtime jam he used to do. I'm actually hungry now. John went out for Italian hoagies at Ricci Brothers. If you know, you know. And we're waiting for Josh to get here so we can eat. And hopefully there's something decent to watch on television. I think that this is the driest spell we have ever had for movies. And I was saying in the conversation that John and I were having, which I am going to put on the end just in case you guys want to chill a little bit more. If not, then you'll go on to your next video. But I was listening to The Nerve, Maureen Callahan. And I don't know how I feel about her yet. Because she did she write the book? I think she wrote the book on the Kennedy women and the men who ruined it. And I felt like at times she was just trying to be provocative. You know. I don't know. But she was talking about her love of Tom Cruise. And I never heard anybody really publicly exclaim, other than another celebrity, how much they love Tom Cruise. And she was talking about, you know, in the new Mission Impossible. She's like, Tom Cruise is the only movie star that can get people to go to a movie theater. I can't wait. She's like, I go by myself. That's how much she loves Tom Cruise. She loves the fact that he does all his own stunts. And there must have been some kind of viral video that went out when we were in the middle of COVID and people's jobs and stuff. And, you know, how he was fighting for the right to work. You know, for people to not lose their paycheck, to continue to come to work and make movies and put food on the table. So she was talking about her love of Tom Cruise. And I think maybe she's right. I think maybe she's like, I don't care about his personal life. I don't care about his love life. I don't care about his marriages. I don't care about his kids. Tom Cruise as an actor is phenomenal. So that was, I guess it was a pretty good interview. Not an interview. She's just talking about people in Hollywood, which I really don't subscribe to. I think if you want fame that badly, you gotta be a little effed up in the head. You have to be. You have to be. The competition is so tough, and you have a small group of people that are able to make you or break you with that kind of power over your life. I don't know. And some people are willing to do anything to break, to, you know, for fame. She's a sexy little vixen. Fame. So, you know, I'm looking for something decent to watch on TV. Like I said, it's been a while since I could say. I think Disclaimer was probably the last thing that I watched that I enjoyed with Cate Blanchett and Kevin Kline. Two excellent, excellent actors. Why do you gotta do that? Which is why, you know, I love autobiographies, and I love that Cher is reading this book herself, because and I love that when people write a book and they read it to you, and you're listening to it the way that it was meant to be heard. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. Don't want to use this, but I'm going to have to. There we go. I should have used it with the plastic on top, because then I wouldn't get my drill dirty. Cutting it close here. But look how gorgeous this is going to look. And I think, too, when you are using a tweezer, you're really hitting the drill space. You're really dropping it in the drill space. You don't hear a lot of crunching, because I think that they just fit so beautifully. You know, I want to go all the way over here and do all the, right, but we're not going to. We're gonna do all the rest of these. I get them all. I surely did. I was watching my girl, Jane Davenport, who does. She makes her own STUVWXY. Oh, it's an EP. She does all her own art supplies. She's a phenomenal artist. I watched her take a watercolor pastel, and she just went like this. Big scribble. I don't know how she got Frida Kahlo's face to appear, but she did. It's amazing. Amazing. I love Jane. I love Jane. She's so interesting to watch paint. And her mother was a designer. I have a few of her mother's pieces. Like, I love kimonos. I love them. You can put them over shorts. You can put them over bathing suits. I don't really like them that much over jeans, though. I like them over shorts. I like that look. Ooh. And so she got the creative gene for sure, and she loves color, and I love that about her. You know, like pinks and reds and corals, and she makes these beautiful faces that, like, you know, that just drop out of her pencil. You know, just she was like, I studied Frida Kahlo's face. You know, that she just scribbled this, like, it's so fascinating. You know, when you watch somebody create, and I was taking her classes, because she has online classes, and you do them at your own pace. And I gotta tell you, my drawing was getting really, really good. It was getting really good. And you know, it's muscle memory. You can go back to it. You could, you know, pick up where you left off, but, you know, it's not as fluid. You go back to that apprehension of, so I'm trying to draw more. I'm trying to get that stuff on Awaken with Elisa with a little bit of a talk of whatever. But I think what I'm going to do when I take this away, because I was showing you guys my art room, and you'll notice, oh, did I fling that across the room? You'll notice I put other paintings on the wall. You'll notice I very quickly go by my angel, my male angel, because I thought I had altered the optical illusion of his belt. And oh, when I put it up on the wall, I was like, okay, but the way that it dried, it's back. So if you know, you know, put it in the comments. And I said, that's it. I now that I know where everything is, when I go downstairs and have my lunch and come back up with a fresh brain, I'm going to take out, I'm not going to tell you what medium I'm going to use, but it's going to alter that belt altogether. And I think Miss Lizette, if you're listening, I saw Lizette's final review of her J-Wall. Oh, God. I'll put my pen down for a minute. Now, you guys are torturing me when you get to do it. When you get a J-Wall, when you get a J-Wall. I can't get rid of the 10 canvases that I have here. You're worried about when I'm getting a J-Wall. So Lizette did Dragon Charmer, and she did it from the one with the diamond painting, the one with the diamond art. And her preference is Diamond Painting Deutschland. So I was like, no, I'm not getting this painting from the one with the diamond art. I'm going to get it from Diamond Painting Deutschland. Go to Diamond Painting Deutschland. It's not there. Why? Why? The Josephine wall that I want, because I have been looking for my Snow White. It's there. It's there. Now, you know, I don't like that it's the funeral scene. And me and my mother was at Johnny's show. And she's like, oh, I watched a new Snow White. What is it with these movies? I'm like, Mom, why are you watching that? I walked out on a Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Johnny got me tickets. He knows I love Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. He knows I love Tennessee Williams. I was like, Tennessee Williams is rolling in his grave right now. Why did they do this to this play that he wrote? Why did they change it? You know, they made Maggie, who was played by Elizabeth Taylor, they made her dominate Paul. All right? Her husband. And that's not the way that the movie ended. They were back on solid ground, the two of them. They were back. Because throughout the whole book, you know, he's got such resentment and distaste for her. And they finally get on their footing at the end. She didn't overpower him. Ugh. I'm like, Mom, why are you watching this movie? She's like, it's so dark and heavy. And I'm like, she's like, these shows anymore, they're just so much, like, they're a lot to digest. And I'm like, just don't even watch that. And there's this debate. I don't know if it's a debate. I don't know if this is something that someone has psychologically. Now, I read Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And it's a psychological book for women based on the fairy tales that we grew up with and what their psychological meaning is. And it's just a point of view. Well, at the time that I read it, that's how I read it, as a point of view. She's a storyteller. And I don't remember her ever talking about Snow White in a way where the ending of Snow White was that they're saying that the book begins with, even in death she was beautiful. So that, but I thought that the prince's kiss reversed the spell. But they're like, if you look at the ending of the movie, and my mother's like, and then it kind of like made me step back and change my mind a little bit. Like, maybe that is what happened. Snow White never really awakened. The prince was there, he was there as a guardian to get her to heaven, because the ending of Snow White, when they ride off, they don't ride off into a sunset. They ride off and you see clouds, and the clouds start to, become a little bit transparent, and there's a castle in the clouds in the heavens. So did she die? This is the debate now that me and my mother were having while Johnny was singing. That we decide that we're going to do these things. Where is this? It looks like a little beak. Oh, here it is. Is this? Oh, it's an AB too. That's why I'm looking for this. And then when I get all these little ABs in, oh, these are the pretty little clouds. I'll let you guys go, or maybe you left me already. What do I know? So the one with the diamond art has the Snow White that I want. Now, you guys know that I went to the Arts Garage in Atlantic City, and there was a statue of Snow White that was absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And it had the psychological component of Snow White and the issues that are dealt with in the story of Snow White, of being cast out of your family. Maybe you're the black sheep. Abandonment issues, the father, it's always the father. The mother dies, and the father marries this beautiful woman who in turn treats his one and only daughter. You gotta go. But you never see the father again. And I really went to go and investigate that as to why that was. And what I found out was it was taboo to have the mother be the type of woman who did not love her child or was jealous of her daughter. And so they created this evil stepmother. I'm like, oh, he's a king, he's rich, he's this, he's that. But he marries this horrible woman who treats his daughter and casts her out of the home. Like, where's the king? Where is he? She's got tied up in a room or somewhere. But, yeah. So I was like, oh, here's another AB. Oh, these are all ABs up here in the sky. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love color. So, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Snow White? But that statue, oh my God, and the issues that were presented, and it's just Snow White. It's the part where, and her face in the statue is gorgeous. And it's Snow White, and I think I only shared this with my members. I don't think I shared it with you guys, with the public. Oh my gosh, maybe I will now, because I shared this months ago with my members. And it's the part where she was running from the huntsman, and she sits on a rock, and all the woodland creatures are around her. But you could see the look on her face of, like, displacement. I'm in my home one minute, and the next I'm running through a forest, and someone is trying to kill me. My evil stepmother wants my heart. Let me see. Is this little white check? This little white check is an AB too, so we're going to put that in. And the rest of these are just regular, so then I'm going to put these in. And then I'll let you guys go. I'll put everything away, and I'll pull back the camera. I think I'll do my nails tonight. This is all the cooking and cleaning that I did on Memorial Day. They took the life right out of me. And it's not like they want hot dogs and hamburgers. They want eggplant. They want chicken wings. I was making that in the chicken wings. Then they don't want just one type of chicken wing with like hot sauce. They want ones that are barbecued. So I made that. I made eggplant. Then I go to sit down. They're like, oh, do we have any ice cream? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, where's Francis at? My husband's like, who? I'm like, Francis. He's like, who's Francis? I'm like, Coppola. Where is he? Is he which one do we have open in there? Pinot Grigio. You know what I'm hooked on? Not hooked, because I don't really drink. But when I want something, you have to get Josh wine. Get the Sea Swept. Oh, it's Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc mixture. It is so yummy. I like things that I can taste the fruit. Like you can taste the like either if it's a stone fruit or a citrus. That's what I like. And I only had one. Oh, did I put this on there? Okay. My knucklehead. Put that on there. I put my little thing on so I don't get stabbed. You just see I got stabbed again with the tweezer. It doesn't matter. Anytime they're out, it's coming for me. I want to get you down here. Here's the part we just did right here. Look at how pretty those clouds are with those A-B drills. So pretty. And then here is the whole top part. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I love this column. I love it. Oh, I love how it fades into this darker blue and then into the cobblestone. There are cobblestones in Philadelphia. I might have put them up when I was doing this, that have this bluish tinge to it, and they are from Europe. You guys in Europe have the blue cobblestones. We have the brown. Look at the shutters. So pretty. And then what I do is, I haven't done this ever since I had the ruler. I haven't done this, but I have to do it now. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to put you guys here. Bring it down at my hand. You know, everything is so delicate with these phones anymore. It's like you touch something and all of a sudden you're like in a search. So if I put my hand on top of here, I can feel, it makes it really sensitive. I can feel if any of them are sticking up. They're not, but I also use the plastic because there's a little bit of a slip to it to align any of my drills that need to be aligned. My border has never been looking as good as it has since I've been using the diamond brush ruler. Oh my god, my borders look like a machine did them. I mean, they're just beautiful. They're nice and straight. And then I will finish that part. Oh God, I love the shutters. I cannot wait. I am so excited for this canvas. And this part here has the green. Let's do it this way. See, here's these colors are the DMC code, and then they have the matching color in AB. Look at this, this here too. This is all ABs in here. These are all ABs. And there, the green. I love that. And the yellow. So pretty. I cannot wait to get this done. I put it in my cafe room with my chairs from Petal Bell that are also from France. They really are from France. I got them. A little French cafe was going out of business in New York, and I scooped those babies right up. So, no live on Friday. I'll make a post, and I will see you guys. All of a sudden, I'm all talked out. I don't know what I'm saying. I think because I'm really, really hungry. I haven't not eaten yet, and it is, I don't know what time it is. It's got to be like 2:30 because I'm using my phone, so I don't know what time it is, and I'm hungry. So I need to eat something because I'm losing steam, and this weather is depressing enough. I'm trying not to think about the rain that's hitting the window right now. And are we ever getting it? I mean, I know we will, but is it just me? Is anybody else feeling like this along the East Coast with this rain? Is it just me? Do I need to go and get help? Do I need to go and talk to someone? Because I'm just like, I've been in the house for 3 days. Can't go anywhere. It's freezing. Anyway, okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. If it's raining tomorrow, I don't know that my contractor is going to be here. If he's not going to be here, I'm going to get rid of John. And I want to do Woman in Gold because she's been neglected also. And we're getting closer, and I'm going to I'll take out tomorrow Night's Rest. So you guys, we can both see. It'll be a surprise for me too. Like, how much do I have to do in this canvas yet? Don't forget, Ditzy is doing the live Friday where she's going to show you all of Diamond Art Club's anniversary 50 canvases. She did it yesterday. She's doing it again. Much love. I will see you, as always, in the next one. Bye.
It's me, the interloper. It's like cold, chaos, and mayhem in Villa Pescator and Casa di Pampo because we're having a fence put up in the backyard and the whole house is just in disarray and everything. And so everybody's all in a tizzy, you know, me, Elisa, Foofy, you know, things are not normal, so to speak, but we're soldiering through. I mean, listen,
This weather.
if Elisa and I were able to get through the months leading up to our wedding,
Oh
when
my
we were having
God.
the front,
Two crazy people.
the front of our house redone, and you know the baby Honor was a little.
Had his teeth pulled.
He was ill.
Almost 18 years old.
He-
They called me up. They were like, "Oh yeah, we got to pull all his teeth." I was like, "I'm coming down here."
This is how I knew Honor was really, really hurting because I used to get Honor. He was 5 pounds, and I would have him like this, and I would go like this, and I would try and kiss him, and he would go like this to me. Yeah, he would do.
He gave you a Mrs.
He would do
Macron.
a Brigitte Nielsen.
Brigitte Nielsen.
He would
Macron.
put his hands. Oh, I'm sorry, Brigitte Nielsen.
Nielsen.
He would put his hands on my face and push me away.
He would go like
and
this.
I would go like this. I'd go to
just
kiss
like
him,
his mother.
and he pushed me. Yeah, just like her. And so when they pulled all his teeth, he was in such pain, and he would let me hold him, and he would kiss me, and I would kiss him, and then I knew he was all healed up. But the time I went like this, he go kiss me, he went, yeah, we're done. I'm done with you.
So, you know what I wanted to tell you? The reason why I put the camera back on, not just for you to come over and say hello. Last night, I was looking for something to watch. I went upstairs in my room.
Oh, that movie I watched was awful.
I told you it was awful. I wasn't spending my time. I went upstairs in my room, and I was like, I gotta listen to something. And I happened to go through YouTube, and live was Ditzy. There's another dime painter. Her name is Ditzy, and her dear husband, D.H. Paul. Dear husband, D.H. So it's Ditzy and D.H. They did a live, and they were doing all the drops that are all the new canvases that are coming to Diamond Art Club this weekend. It's like a big anniversary sale. So they were doing that, and I was like, oh, Ditzy's doing a live, and I've never really I don't think I've ever sat in on their live, maybe once. But with her and her husband, they're such a great team. It was really a lot of fun. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
I had a good time. I had a good time while you were watching that rotten movie.
Oh, it was terrible. I put this movie on.
The
I don't
Neighbor.
know. I saw it. Listen, I get a lot of. I watch. Not to watch. The only social media platform I'm really on is Facebook. So I go on Facebook, and a lot of times there's these little blurbs about films, some old, some new, and if it looks interesting to me,
if it didn't come from your film critic guy, it's not good.
I screenshot it, and then I find it, and I put it on. So this one was called The Neighbor, and the lead in it, the older guy, you would recognize him. He's like a character actor.
First of all,
nobody else in it was.
You could write these stories because you know what's going to happen, right? The young couple walks in, and he's leering at this young girl, like, oh.
He wasn't really leering.
He was creepy.
He was very understated. His performance was very understated. But I kept waiting for the movie.
But they were making her out like she was Ava Gardner. I'm like, what is so special about her?
The only thing special about her was she was young. That's the only,
Well, see,
for the
this
old
is
guy.
the mind of a man. She was young.
For the old guy.
Yeah.
He's probably,
And he
you
had
know,
a sleazy friend.
Oh,
His
the
friend was
friend
like,
was-
"Oh, you never stepped down on your wife
but
before? I'm going upstairs."
the friend, the character of the friend was there to really go to the other end of the continuum of a dirtbag guy, whereas the main character was somewhat reserved. He really wasn't leering over her. I mean, he turned in an understated. He turned in an understated performance, but the movie just never went anywhere. It just was terrible. And
you would have thought Elizabeth Taylor was laying on the lounge
2 hours
chair
of my life I'll never
outside.
get back again.
I mean, you know. I mean, what woman in Hollywood would you turn your head for?
I don't turn my head for nobody. I only have eyes for Elisa Maria.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Like, we had look how dark it's getting in here. We had Elizabeth Taylor. We had Ava Gardner. We had Audrey Hepburn. We had Grace Kelly.
If you're talking about glamour
Gorgeous.
and class and elegance,
Yes.
I think the stars of the 40s, 50s had that. And, you know, these new Hollywood stars, they're crude and vulgar. Nobody's really classy and elegant.
I can't think of one woman that I would say.
The culture has changed so much.
Really.
Well, because I think what happens is it's a race to the bottom. So, you know, Lady Gaga comes out with a meat, you know, dress.
God. Oh my God. I can't even think of how rancid that was.
And then Jennifer Lopez comes out with her coochie hanging out. And it's like, and all the other actresses are, well, I got to do something to get noticed because nobody's going to notice me if I wear a nice
I feel like
dress.
I'm missing someone, and probably because she doesn't get the attention because she's not running around like that.
I like Jennifer Lawrence.
I like Jennifer Lawrence too, but she's crazy. Every
She's
time
crazy,
I
but
see
she's
her on
not-
a talk show,
but
she's drunk.
But she's not.
She's drunk.
She's not like the rest of these harlots. Like, she doesn't seem to be
These
interested
sirens.
in you know, in the race to the bottom. It's again.
I can't, like, what's the last movie that we watched, I would say? Now, I was listening to a podcast last night, and the girl loves Tom Cruise. Now, you don't hear anybody really say how much they love Tom Cruise. She's like, I don't care about his personal life. I don't care what kind of father he is, husband he is. But no one pulls people in the movies like Tom Cruise. And the fact that the man does his own stunts. And
He's a great actor, does his own stunts.
I'm like, she's making me want to go to the movies and see the new Mission Impossible.
No.
That's it. Like, who else? Like, even the men. There's like nobody that would say, I'm going to go spend $20 and leave my food for
I don't know, maybe,
I would go see Tom, though.
probably Bob Dylan.
Yeah, but he's not a carry. He doesn't carry a movie, Javier.
No, he's not that charismatic.
What were we watching? We were watching that show where Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne adopted children. They decided they want to have kids, so they're going to adopt foster children. And they were Spanish, and the older daughter, every time she pronounced a name,
She didn't roll the R.
No, she didn't really are, but the J.
Yeah, Jay.
How
You don't
did you say
pronounce
George? George, it's better.
Jorge.
So the mother, Rose Byrne's mother, every time she was talking to this kid, she was changing her J's to an H.
Oh.
That was a funny
joke.
movie.
So I think that in the golden age of Hollywood, men and women both were. There was an actual concept and a value of being elegant, of being beautiful.
And guess what? They were doing the same shit that they're doing today.
And men and women, sure they were.
But you didn't know about it.
There was the dark side. There was the under, the parties.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
yeah.
when they went out in public, they were dressed to the nines. You know, they looked like, stars. And also,
my brain
I think there's a lot.
What's the last woman that I saw in good movie?
There's a lot to be said that
we like Kate Winslet.
She's good.
We do like Kate Winslet. Yes,
Kate
Winslet. Kate Winslet, you are
during the heyday
and
of
Blanchett,
Hollywood.
I like her too.
There were men and women actresses who, when they stepped onto the screen, you couldn't take your eyes off of them.
Yeah.
Like they literally commanded the camera, just adored them, and again, I just don't see much of that. Even the character actors.
Disclaimer: I read the book. Disclaimer with Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
So good. If you didn't see it on Apple TV, see this day. If it continues, you'll go through the whole. You'll go through the whole series. It
Come
was
and
so
say
good.
hello to Mommy's members and
Foofy
subscribers.
last night wanted my attention, so he's in my art room. He doesn't know if he's allowed in yet or not, which he is, of course. But
Come on, monkey.
he sat. I was sitting on my
Come on.
bolster and I was diamond painting, and he was
Come on.
playing hide and seek with me. So every now and again, this is what I saw coming out from behind my desk.
Come on, monkey. Come up here.
And he would tap my hand, and then at nighttime he's a totally different cat.
Come on,
And it was
say hello,
about,
Daddy.
I was diamond painting until about midnight, and like that for him is too late.
Come
He's
here,
like, you
Daddy.
have to go to bed. He
Come on.
comes over
say
and
hello,
he sits
Mommy.
next to me and he goes like this,
Come here.
real light with his paw. He touches my
Say
face.
hello, Dad.
Don't like that thing. I
Say
don't.
hello.
Hi, Poopy. You want to say hello, Mom? Come here. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a
Kiss your mother.
I know you want to come. and
Kiss
say
your
it.
mother.
I know. Come here. Give me a kiss. Foofy. Foof. Oh, he knows exactly what I want from him. He won't give it to me.
Plus he knows the cat. Oh, what a sweet boy.
They throw me under the bus, lady. I'll show you who don't listen. Wait, what? Oh, he's tapping me again. Hi, Daddy. Yesterday, John got a salad, and he's like, will you put this in the dish for me? I said, John, come on, I'm eating it. There's a pair of tongs there. Put it in a dish. He's like, I'm going to get it all over the place. I'm like, what did you say? You said I'm clumsy, I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, stop telling yourself that.
I asked you to do it because I knew what was going to happen.
But I was
And
eating.
sure enough, I made a big mess.
Made a big mess.
But I always do.
Foofy came over, and he started eating when he dropped off the floor. I'm like, it's about time you start acting like a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog.
He is a dog. All right.
I always say when I come home, I always say, how's my wife and dog doing? Because this cat is more like a dog than a cat.
You
All right.
Does he need coffee or anything?
Hi, goodbye. Huh?
Kazi, does he need a coffee?
He don't drink coffee, I don't
No.
think. He's a machine.
Does he want something hot before I go upstairs? I'll go and I'll make it for him. He
No,
likes my
no,
iced
no,
tea.
no.
I made my dad's iced tea for the guys, and they were going nuts. And there's an inside joke to my video that I did yesterday, because I took you guys on a tour of my art room for like the first 10 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes I played with the Kato air pen, and then the third part, the next 10 minutes, I did Marcy from the Peanuts gang, and I did that with the Kato pen. So, but I was showing you my art room, and I was showing you guys the bouquet from when I married John, because I got silk flowers. I love the silk flower bouquets today, and I wanted to keep that. But in there, you know, when they hang the charms off the bouquet, where you put the little pictures, and it's an inside joke that I never took the pictures of the fake people, the fictitious people that are in there, and put them in the charms, because my dad, when he was, you know, he wasn't, my dad had Alzheimer's, but he didn't have it like where he never, only one time he didn't remember me, and he chose Father's Day to not remember his daughter. But just for a brief moment. And I said, Dad, what is this phone? My mother went and got a phone. There was 9 buttons on it, and the pictures were they were like picture buttons. They were this big. I said, Dad, what's with this phone? And my mother never took the pictures out and put our pictures in. Like, here's Elisa. Here I am. I'm at work. You know, whatever. He's like, I don't know. He said, I don't know these people. They're all fictitious. I said, there were moments where, like, my dad would just be like, he wouldn't recognize me, but yet he would come out with, like, he's like, I don't know, Lisa. I don't know why she does these things. He's like, I don't know. I said, who's that in the middle? You know, because it was, like, another nationality. I'm like, he's like, I don't know. All these people are fictitious. And I cracked up laughing. I have that on video. I love that. Maybe if I find it, I'll pop it up. It was just so funny. So funny. All right, I'm going upstairs to my art room if Kazi doesn't want something hot. See you in a bit.